Hello, my name's Joey and welcome back to my tour of props and artifacts. Today we're going to be looking at the 1970s NYPD jacket, horsehide. So I'm thinking this is a horsehide jacket because the leather is very tough. This is the 1970s American NYPD patrol jacket, field tested in 1970 and became official in 1973. This is what the NYPD American Police magazine says anyway. These are genuine magazines from the 70s called Spring Free 100, and these are a really great valuable source of information about the NYPD. These are magazines that were made for police officers. You can find these on eBay. Yeah, absolutely brilliant for references for finding out when items came out, what they were used for. So the first thing I noticed about this jacket, because it's a uniform, and it's probably a great way of telling this apart from fakes, because it's a uniform, you know, there's a lot of these made. It's not a fashionable item. So look, straight away, the pockets are completely, they're not in line. See, that one is higher than the other one. These pockets are fake as well, as in most NYPD uniform parts of that time. The NYPD shirts of the time were fake pockets. They just had the flaps, but there was nothing there. So what do we notice about this jacket? The thing I noticed about this when I was looking inside it is that, so we've got the NYPD shield there, which apparently incidentally came out at the same time as this jacket. We've got the NYPD shield there. Now, it's sewn onto the leather itself. The stitching doesn't go through to the liner, which means this jacket was only designated NYPD, which is, I think, is absolutely brilliant. So if you find a jacket that has the NYPD patch on it and the stitching goes through and you can see it from the lining on the inside, chances are that's not the original patch. But from what I can see here, this is stitched directly onto the leather before the lining's even put in the jacket. I think that's amazing. I mean, that's great. That's a great little piece of detail. I've made this the 25th precinct. No reason. These were just a cheap set of precinct numbers that were available in England, so I didn't want to have to pay a massive amount to get it over here from America. The jacket itself only cost £16, which was an absolute steal. That came from England as well. So like most police jackets, we've got a double zip. We've got that one there. And should you need to access your equipment quickly, there we go. Unzips there as well. Got a lovely chunky zip on there. It's reminiscent of the big zip that Indiana Jones had in the Temple of Doom. Same again, my favourite feature on these jackets. We've got a side open vent there, should you wish to get your equipment. And the great thing is, it will also button up like that, so you can securely have your coat done up with your gun holster sticking out the side, or truncheon, or what did I say, laser or radio, whatever you want. Laser, what era am I in? Another great detail. We have a split down the back there, two halves of leather joined. Another way of spotting the fakes. Fakes will sometimes have a single piece of leather. I've never seen an NYPD jacket, an original one, that had a single piece of leather. What's quite cool here is, I've never tried to alter this. See, this is folded up. This is probably reminiscent of an officer sitting in a car. So sitting on the back seat, the jacket's got folded, and it's basically pressed that way now. So I'm not going to alter that. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to get some close-ups and show some more close-up details of this absolutely beautiful jacket. There we go. Boy. What's amazing here, we can see the outline of where the badge was worn. A little bit of wear and tear there on the leather where the point of the badge was hitting, but it's great. You can see the badge there. Fantastic. Some of these holes I'm not sure if happened in later life or on patrol. I should imagine a lot of this wear and tear is after sales in private ownership. Not the 25th precinct, but as I say, that was a It was an alternative that was actually in the UK, so that's what I went with. I suppose I have to add that I do know that the 25th precinct was Harlem, I think. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I should have looked into that again to refresh my memory. NYPD seal buttons on there. See, because this is a uniform again, they're not really put on straight. You can't even twist them to make them straight. It's a uniform at the end of the day. We've got a wind flap down there, quite a low one. Got an inside button-up pocket there. Got another button-up pocket there with a pen pocket. Does need some TLC on the top of the shoulders. Lots of little specks of white paint. Did he lean up against something that was still had wet paint? So why do I collect this stuff? I collect this stuff because it's pure hero worship. People doing a job that I don't think I'd have the bravery to do. So I put these people on a pedestal. Obviously I grew up in the 80s where the police were the good guys, you know. TV was all about the police being the good guys, and I still hold that. I still hold that true. So yeah, to me this is pure hero worship. Lots of people collect military items. Lots of people collect police items, but it's more common for people to collect military items than police items. Two famous people who do collect American police items are Dan Aykroyd, Ghostbusters, and Elvis Presley. So if you collect American police items, you've already put yourself amongst the greats. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I can say. I need to give you some leather care. I've already given you some leather care, but I need to give you some more. So yes, that is pretty much it. Are you getting cold? Probably not. So anyway, yes, that's pretty much it. Take care, look after yourselves, and I shall see you all soon. There's no one to switch the camera off. It's going to have to be me. I mean, you know, I need to get more staff.